Hi guys, let's get going. Today it's about making your own SaaS. Hey guys, Phil here, tech entrepreneur, zonmaster.com. I'm here to talk about something near and dear to my heart, building a SaaS. I've been doing a few of these in the last 15 years or so I think I pretty much have an understanding, though maybe I'm wrong. I'm sure you'll tell me if I am. First of all, maybe you don't know what a SaaS is. You're probably in the wrong place if you don't know what a SaaS is, but a SaaS is software as a service. And that is, back in the old days, we used to make these things called floppy disks, and we had to put them into computer stores, and people would buy the box and put them on their computer, and then it was out in the wild. Now we just build the thing, put it on the internet, and it's centralized. So these are the benefits, and let's talk about what's the benefit to us, the builder. First, centralization. We don't have to worry about sending out updates. We don't have to worry about who's running on what version, supporting this and that, supporting old versions. We are the version. If you're on the cloud and you're on the site, you have the latest version. We know what we're doing. Second, it's generic. And by that, I don't mean it's boring and we're doing the same as everybody else. What I mean is that everyone is using the same service. We're not writing customized software. We may, of course, add features that a customer is asking because we see that other customers will also want. But it's a generic service. Everybody's using the same thing. And of course, the third thing I love so much about it is that normally you can run it as a subscription. So you have people paying every month. You don't have to go and find new customers after one sale. It's brilliant. So let's talk about what are the 4 steps to getting your own SaaS going. First, of course, research. How do you find an idea? This goes back to things I've talked about many times in these videos. You have to kind of know the market. It has to be your sector. So it should be something that you're doing. Maybe you're looking at software that you're using already and you say, oh man, I wish it would did this and this, so we're going to change it. It could just be that. And then say, I'm using new features, and as you're working on it, you develop new features. It has to be an area that you have an understanding of. I don't think there's any way around that. Then you need to get some validation. As men, we always like validation, and I'm sure the women do too. How do you get validation? Well, you go out, and now we have these things called Facebook groups, and to a lesser extent, Reddit. I find Reddit is a bit hard on the old ego, but Facebook groups, find a Facebook group that is in your market, and of course, if you're working on something that you're interested in anyway, you're probably already in these Facebook groups. Go into these groups and say, hey guys, I've been around in this community for a while. I'm looking at building my own service. This is what I think it would do. What do you think about it? What would you like it to do? And, maybe try and figure out how much money they're willing to pay, but you're already in the market. So, you're there as a customer, so you should know what they're paying already for other services. A lot of people are afraid to do this. I think they're afraid that their idea is going to get stolen. Let's face it, your idea is probably already being done. You're making some modifications. Probably it's not 100% unique. What's unique is your approach to it. And hopefully it's more than just the only unique thing about your service is your domain name. You should be having some insight into what it is. Like I said, you're using the software and you see it, if I only did it myself, I'd do it different. Well, now you can do it yourself. It's important to get this stranger validation, and I don't mean strangers and weirdos, I mean strangers as in not your friends or family. Of course, your friends and family are probably going to use the software, or would say they would use the software if you asked them. Strangers are the ones that are going to say, look, I don't think I really need it, or I really do need it, and wow, it'd be great. Get that stranger validation. So you've got the idea, done some validation. Next thing is, weirdly enough, is to build a website and start marketing. Pre-marketing, because you don't actually have a piece of software. In the old days, we used to call this vaporware. Now it seems to be pre-marketing, which is not so negative. So build a website, put some great copy on there, tell people exactly what it is you're going to make, who's going to use it, what the benefits are, ask for their email. Emails are gold. I'll do some other videos about, the power of email marketing and the power of getting emails. But for now, let's just say, sign those people up. You won't regret it. Step 3 is to build this puppy. I don't literally mean a puppy. I mean build this thing that could be in the form of a puppy. You need to decide who's going to build this. Now, I'm a coder, so for me, I'm going to build it. Maybe I'll get somebody to put some input or something like that. But in general, I'm going to write the software. If that's not what your strong suit, then you need to find somebody and you need to partner with them. And I mean partner, like give them 50% of the company. Writing software is hard, and you are not going to succeed at all if your software isn't working good. And have some, how can I put this tactfully? Don't hire your friend or partner with your friend just because they say they're going to do it if you don't have extreme confidence in their ability to be professional and their ability to give you a professional piece of software. It's better to kind of say, you know what, lie if you have to, but don't wreck a friendship and a business because you made the poor choice. So now that you've decided who's going to write this thing, sit down either with your partner or by yourself or whatever and create a functional specification and a wireframe. Wireframe, so many great tools online for creating wireframes. Go through page by page for the important pages of your site and say, this is the data I need to support this. These are the choices that people are going to be able to make from this page. And with the impact of those choices, if they're filtering or whatever it is they're doing, you need to understand fully the functionality of that website. Don't make another move without that. And I personally, I like to just do the mock-up and the functionality behind it. I don't have any little, I can do this as a software developer. Forget about that. You're not a software developer right now. You're building a product. Okay, so we're down to step 4, and that's releasing the puppy into the world. Never do that with a dog, by the way. Always have your dog on a lead. So release this thing and start advertising. Now, of course, a certain kind of marketing you've been doing already. You started pre-marketing in step 2, and you should have been keeping on going with that. Writing blog posts, becoming an authority in this area so that when people do a Google search, you're going to come up. And that includes writing blog posts about the right thing with the right SEO tags and all the rest of that stuff. But now that you've got the thing going and you're scaling and you want to get customers in, this is where you start to do advertising. For me, with ZonMaster, and by the way, if you're selling on Amazon, why aren't you using ZonMaster? If you are, thank you. But it will, ZonMaster, we provide state-of-the-art autoresponder tools, financial breakdowns, statistics and charts on everything you do on Amazon. Anyway, so the ads that we use, primarily Google or Gmail ads, Facebook ads, and YouTube. Those are the 3 that I understand the best and that seem to work the best for us. There's probably loads of other platforms. It depends what it is you're doing and what your service is. Again, go to where your customers are going to be. And that's it. So those are the 4 steps. Research, pre-market, build, plan and build, and scale. I hope this has been some help to you in your business. If you want to talk about your SaaS, send me, a message below or make a comment. Please like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification. All that stuff helps me to feel that I'm not just talking to my camera, that maybe somebody else cares. Either way, I'm going to keep talking to the camera. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.